What's going on, guys? Nathan here with the Team Fortress 2 gameplay commentary, and today's video is rather overdue. It is part 2 of my pet peeve video that I said I would break up into 2 parts actually, and I believe I uploaded part 1 like a week ago, so it's a little bit overdue, you know, been a little bit procrastinating or whatever. I've been procrastinating it for a little bit, but anyway, yeah, before we get into the main topic, I'd like to remind you guys to check out that poll of the day, being able to entertain yourself for 30 seconds while the video loads or something. And yeah, so also what I wanted to mention was that this gameplay is freaking kick-ass. Like, I am not even gonna lie, like, I was going ham. It is just one of those moments in video games where you know that you are unstoppable. Like, there's nobody that is going to get you out of focus. It was just that good. But anyway, yeah, so enjoy the sniper gameplay while I kind of rage into my microphone. Alright, so first thing on the list is people who jingle their change in their pocket, or really anyone who makes any consistent noise over and over again, but especially people who jingle their change in their pocket. I remember when I was like 12, I was sitting in church, you know, just doing whatever, daydreaming to my heart's content, when all of a sudden this guy in front of me starts jingling the change in his pocket, and it's just this really consistent small noise that keeps freaking pecking on my head, and it's like, I felt like I was going to explode. After like 15 minutes straight, he kept doing it, and I just really hate that. Also, it's also annoying when somebody does a really consistent noise, such as like crinkling their water bottle back and forth like constantly, or like tapping their foot against something, their desk or something in school over and over. It's like, do you not realize that you're doing that? Like, everyone else is being annoyed by it, and some consideration of your surroundings would be nice. But yeah. Next up on the list, we have a few things that are annoying while driving. The first one is when people do not make correct use of their cruise control and they speed up and slow down inconsistently on the road. Like, sometimes going up a hill they might be doing 40, and sometimes when going down a hill they might be doing freaking 60 or something. It's like, do you not realize that there's such a thing called cruise control? It's a great thing where your car just goes the same speed constantly, you know, like even around corners where you don't need to slow down whatsoever. And what's really infuriating is that if you have like a group of like 4 cars just following each other down the road, if one person is not using their cruise control or has inconsistent speed, that means that the people behind the car also have to not use their cruise control and are matching their inconsistent speed. So that is just really annoying. So in my area, every once in a while we will have bad conditions, you know. In Minnesota, you know, anything is really possible. Snow, rain, we got the whole works up here, and it is so annoying when people will slow down to like 40 to be safe, quote unquote safe, when there's maybe an inch of snow on the road, and the roads are mostly fine to drive on at your normal speed. It is so annoying when people will slow down in order to maintain safety to go 40, but yet in normal conditions, that same person might be going 70. Like, people are so annoying in how hypocritical they are on the road. Oh, it has minor conditions, we need to slow down, but when it's regular conditions, no, we need to speed like a freaking demon out there. I'm not sure if I mentioned this one in part 1 of the video, but drivers who tailgate also are just infuriating because, you know, if I typically go 58 to 59 on the road, and that is because I don't really want a large chance of getting pulled over. If I'm doing 60, that's kind of my area of that is where you can get pulled over, so I just kind of stick below that, you know, go 58 or 59, but it is so annoying when people will tailgate me when I'm going 59, and it's like, really, if you were to pass me, you would be going, what, 63, like 4 more miles per hour? Is it really worth it to risk your life, actually, and tailgate me when you would only be going a little bit faster? It's just ridiculous. People who let their dog roam in other people's yards, and the dog ends up shitting on my lawn. It's like, really? People who do not wash their hands with soap after using the bathroom. First of all, not washing your hands is ridiculous, and yes, I do realize that you did not pee on your hands, but it is still nice to just clean your hands off every once in a while. Also, if you just rinse your hands with water, that does absolutely nothing. That does absolutely nothing. As a person who works in a grocery store, this one really gets me as well, as people who do not control their children. If you cannot keep control of your child in a store or public place, and you cannot stop their crying or yelling or other misbehavior, then don't take them along, please, because they are annoying everyone else in the surrounding area. Not sure if you realize that, but That is what's happening right now, so if you cannot control your child, just leave him at home. As a person who used to live with a sister with long hair as well, it is so annoying in the bathroom when there is hair everywhere, and like when you're in the shower and there's just hair strands hanging on the wall. It is just really annoying and kind of nasty. I mean, it's hair, so it's not like nasty, but it's just annoying that there is the remains of another person's body in the room. So that's a thing. Now, back when we had cable, my dad used to be famous for this as well, and when I still actually watch TV, is when people flip between channels all the time in between commercials. What you have to do is you have to have a primary channel and a secondary channel. You flip through the menu with whatever system you have, video, dish, I don't even care. You pick 2 channels out of the menu and you stay on those 2 channels. There is no such thing, there should be no such thing as channel flipping, because it is just a constant black screen shows what the show is, black screen shows what the show is. It's like you either look at the menu or just pick 2 channels that you flip back and forth in between commercials. It's very simple. In school, people who walk slowly in the hallway in front of me, also people who freaking walk side by side in a freaking row down the hallway so that nobody can pass them. And I mean, if you're gonna walk with your friends, that's like 3 or more friends, form like a cube shape. If there's 4 of you, then you should have 2 in the front, 2 in the back. This is a military establishment, people. No, I'm just kidding. It's not really, but seriously, at least if you're gonna walk side by side, which you shouldn't, but if you do end up doing that, make sure to keep up a fast pace so that people are not forced to pass around you. And lastly, we have people who don't cough into their elbow. I'm not sure if I did this in part 1 either, but I just get really annoyed when people cough everywhere. I think I did mention this in part 1, but it is really annoying and gross, to me at least, for people who just cough into the open air, especially in like a kitchen or something, where there's just germs flying everywhere, and it's like, it's so easy to just cough into your elbow and have all those germs go in one place where they will be totally harmless. So if you could do that, that'd be great, but otherwise, it's just really gross. And it is time to wrap up the video, guys. That will wrap it up for the Pet Peeves little mini-series part 1 and part 2 that I did. And feel free to leave a rating on the video if you did enjoy it, and subscribe for more Team Fortress 2 type-related content. And yeah, thank you all for watching. I think I already said that, actually. I'm kind of bad with all this outro stuff. But yeah, so, peace out.